Hello and welcome to the White Noise Podcast, episode 45. Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, a lot of applause on this podcast, Phil.
Yeah.
If in doubt, applaud.
Just clap.
I don't know if I've ever been clapping correctly. I go for that because I saw it once when I was a kid and it looked grown up.
I think you're doing well.
But I can't quite get the pace.
Yeah.
No,
But it's when you're the only one, or you can hear your clap more than anyone else's. I always doubt that one.
Well, I was doing it
echoey.
after a joke, a punchline. I was trying to get it going. You just wait for the audience.
You're
Get him going, come on. That was a good joke, wasn't it? She was dead all along, my nan. Still my nan, though. It's ruined the show.
Just for the context of the make-believe joke there.
Yeah, my nan was
it sex
dead.
with your nan?
No, I was having sex with her. She was just dead.
Yeah, but I thought that was
I did say all along, yeah, we would have had to have been up to
All
something.
along.
Yeah, I imagine we were just going on a nice
The whole
magical
holiday.
journey. Yeah, I just saw something fun like that. Yeah.
Apologies,
You took
Phil.
it to that place.
Yeah. So I was hesitant to clap at the joke. It's a bit grim, that.
Horrible.
First 2 minutes and you're shagging your dead now. This week we're joined by Ryan Locke.
Righto.
No salute.
Righto.
Oh, yeah. No, he did it at the end.
Yeah. I'm doing this now.
Great for the listeners. And some Looney.
Thanks, Stephen.
Looney. Yeah, you get a Looney vibe?
Looney.
Yeah.
Not saying
It's
big
always
too
embarrassing when a
Looney.
guest comes on, isn't it? It's just
He's a
we're
bit
all
shy.
clapping and cheering, and it's just us.
I feel like I'm a friend of the stag. No one's met me, and you've all been mates from school, but we met at work, and you need to make up the numbers. So I'm here going, I'd have to join in. Is Looney all right? And you're like, yeah, it's my mate. And I'm like, oh no, all right, yeah, I'm sure he's all right. Just hasn't done
I'm not sure
anything.
about Phil.
It's not been that much of a Looney.
Do you know that story about his nan?
Yeah. This is a guy who shagged his dead nan.
The whole time.
I'm sure we were just on holiday, and it turned out she was dead. It was quite horrible, actually.
He claps a lot, doesn't he?
And this week we're joined by Phil Ellis. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can applaud that one, yeah.
We will clap that.
Yeah.
And behind the desk we have Ethan James.
Oh, hello, Stephen. Pleasure
Hello,
to be here. Yeah.
Does Ethan get a camera as well?
No.
I
no.
do my
Shame.
voice.
I resent
Not after what happened.
I resent
Yeah.
producers having a camera.
A mic's pushing it, isn't it?
Do you know what? But you're the one who's wanting him to have a camera.
Yeah, but no mic.
I know. Well, it's a bit of a strange one, Phil, because people in the comments and stuff imagine what I'm to look like.
Yeah.
So a lot of them have always said when they see me elsewhere, God, I thought he was a big roly-poly, a bit of a porker, a bit
really?
sweaty and that. Yeah, because of my
You gotta
voice.
tell this story.
Yeah. People say that. People say bad things about me, man.
It could be worse. You could be, sort of big goggle-eyed person.
Yeah, I'd hate to be that.
Owl-looking creature.
Yeah, that would be strange.
And when you're out and about, how do people go, how do they know who you are if they've never seen you? Do you have to just
more
talk
so-
a lot?
Yeah, well,
Walk
yeah,
in
but
going,
eventually.
Hello, Ethan here. Probably heard me.
You might
Nice
know
to put a
me.
face to the voice, saying I don't know who the fuck you are. I've never met an Ethan.
I sound fat, do I?
Yeah. Who you been calling fat? I don't know who you are.
You're still quite
idea.
sweaty, though.
I'm not.
Basically, I think Ethan has a bid on other things. But,
right.
But we have shown him on camera. We must have shown you on
No,
camera.
yeah, he's been on a few times.
There was
The
yeah.
episode where he was you for an hour.
Right, yeah.
Yes, that was
I didn't come
weird.
across well on that one.
Well, I'll be taking pictures of Ethan without you knowing.
Oh, that's
Throughout
brilliant.
the,
You're more than
the
welcome
rest
to,
of the,
Phil.
Yeah, and I'll put them on. If you want to see Ethan, follow me on Instagram.
Do you have a producer on your podcast?
Yeah, apparently there's 12.
What?
You wouldn't think so by the actual production value of it, would you?
12?
No, and to the point that there was so many, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I love them all, but I'm not quite sure who's in charge of what, because like we put an episode out today and everyone went, love the new backdrop, but new backdrop is they couldn't be bothered hanging pictures up, so they just pushed a pallet back and rested them on top.
Oh, that's clever. That's so Phil Ellis then.
But but I didn't even instigate it. I just came in and went,
A team of 12.
yeah, that looks easier than hanging up pictures. But everyone's like loving the new backdrop.
As you know, you got a great podcast when that's what they're talking about. Backdrop's going. That's the backdrop. Love the backdrop.
Yeah.
We just got
Loving the comments underneath. We should be bothered watching it to find out what the reference is.
We normally have Max on the podcast. He's a manager at the Frog and Bucket. You may have bumped into him.
Yeah.
He's what people imagine Ethan
Bearded
to look
fella.
like.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he basically there was a job going at the Frog and Bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Not yours. And it was for a trial shift
again.
for a bar staff.
Oh, yeah.
And Ryan here, one of Max's long-term friends, got the trial shift.
Yeah,
and
desperate
so,
for a job.
Yeah.
He's been unemployed basically for ages now. Nothing going for
Max
us.
told you about the shift, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He
Basically
said,
said, I've got a job for you.
yeah, he lined it all up for me.
You can't
Said,
fail.
Just got to come in for a trial shift for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't get it.
He didn't get the job.
Oh, really? But
Yeah,
you did the shift?
Yeah, did the shift. Didn't get
Did
paid.
the shift.
Didn't
Not
get
got
paid?
No.
So, Max and Ryan had a blazing row last week, and
Yeah.
Max has disappeared. Don't know what's
Really?
happened, Ryan. If you want to explain.
Well, we just had a huge falling out.
I
I don't know. He's refusing to come back onto the podcast.
Really?
We probably should have sided with Max, what with him being talkative and funny. But Ryan here is just too
Yeah.
bloody
Yeah.
powerful now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I speak, people listen.
Pardon? He's silly.
We thought that just cut to a picture of Ethan, no audio. And if you want to see a picture of Ethan, don't forget Phil Ellis Comedy. Go on there, loads of pics.
Phil, you may not realise it. You were sort of you played a big part in the forming of our friendship many
Really?
moons ago.
You all came together going, what a piece of shit that guy was.
I think Tom and myself, very early into like the freshest week of uni, we were at a gig.
Saw you asleep on campus. Lurking. Uh-oh, it's fresh as week. There's Phil.
You weren't spotted.
Yeah.
But we were at a gig where I think it was upstairs.
It was
somewhere.
do you remember Odd Bar? It's
Yeah.
where Wolf at the Door is now.
I do know Odd, but I'm trying to
It's not there
picture
anymore,
it.
but yeah.
I thought there was a brothel in the background through the window. I could see a red light. I thought,
Oh.
I was enjoying your act, but also
Yeah.
I could catch
No, I can
the
imagine
window.
that would have taken precedence.
So we were watching it, and then I had a friend who went to Manchester University, so he was a bit more, smart and with it. And we got to the point of your act where you had to carry a bag on your head.
I didn't carry a bag on my head. That sounds about right.
And my friend, I think he was studying medicine or something, he was ruining your act, but he was trying to get the bag off your head, worried, concerned for you, whilst the rest of us were just laughing and clapping.
Why did
But
I
you
put the
started to
bag
clap.
on my head? Because
I
that
don't
wasn't
know.
a bit.
I don't know.
It was very chaotic.
Oh,
First,
really?
I think you came in. There was a big poster table there. I'm like, I always ask for one of these, and you smashed the table.
Posted it. What was it?
Poser, it's like a tall poser
Oh,
table
right,
or
sorry.
something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
You just smashed it.
You
Oh,
just
that
I always
sounds
ask for
about
one of
right.
these, and so that was my first time I saw it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, that sounds about...
So
That,
10 years ago.
Yeah, well, I've
Yeah.
tried
12
since
years
then.
ago.
Oh yeah, well, it was, wasn't it?
13
Of course,
years ago,
yeah.
actually.
I got told with comedy, if you really want to make it, you've got to be a little bit more like... People like to see, like, oh, we know Phil will do A, B, or C.
Yeah.
But when like you say, I don't remember, like, I would go, that's not part of an act, by the way. I wouldn't put a bag on my head. I must have found a bag somewhere and decided, oh, God, add one on me. And then decided to asphyxiate me. Like, kill myself,
I was set up.
yeah. Yeah. So I
That
stopped.
video's in reverse.
So yeah, it's interesting how after years of doing stuff like that, which I thought that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice that people remember it, but people in TV went, no, we don't want that. So I tried to stop. And then I was
TV's
thinking about this
missing
the other day. I was like, I wonder if I'm boring now. So maybe I'll bring back the bag.
Yeah, I always play
back
to
the
the bag,
bag.
I think.
Do you remember the bag bit? You want to see that? Why don't you follow me on Instagram?
It's his last ever post. Couldn't get it undone.
So there's no bag stuff on the current tour.
No. Although it's interesting though, because I did think like, I'd really try to just go on and like, every time I do Top Secret Comedy Club, which is brilliant, I always go, they film it all, there's really good footage. I'll just do a bit and then I go on and then I come out and I go, what the was I talking about for 10 minutes? And it was great, not to be arrogant, but like it was fun.
Someone must have a bag.
Yeah, but I was like, come on, someone, where's that table? I genuinely asked for it every gig and it's not here. It wasn't a joke, I need that table. I was like, I have to smash something else. Has anyone got your property? Nana was dead all along. No, I wasn't having sex with her. It doesn't work without the table. Table makes it clear I wasn't banging my dead
Ashes
Nana.
around your crotch.
Yeah. Why does no one have a carrier bag? This is insane. But yeah, but then I try and do serious, and then I did the Union Chapel in London, and I ended up climbing and getting stuck up in the roof. And they all got angry. Like the tech, we're going to like Daniel Kitchen's going. They're going to stop the gig, Phil, unless you get down. I was going, isn't this more interesting than what we were doing? Which it was. It was really flat, the gig, until I climbed up and they were all going, it's a priceless organ. Not bothered about me. I was just
Like you climbing through that roof.
So I climbed. It was really flat, the gig, and I was on third or something. I was like, going, this needs.
Who'd been on before you?
Oh no, it wasn't. No one's fault. Like, everyone was.
Okay.
The lineup was incredible.
Right.
But it was literally that the audience was like a third full, and it was a Wednesday, and there was like a and I don't think anyone quite knew what the charity was, if I'm perfectly honest. And I upset someone backstage. I went, "This is a made-up charity, isn't it?"
In our first year, so we're looking at 2013, we got given this big opportunity. We were doing you probably heard about us, the comedy course at Salford Uni.
I'm aware of the comedy course.
It's been and gone now. It ceased to exist. Yeah, way too much talent came out
I went
there.
once. I had a look around when that was on.
Did you? What? You
Things I saw. Okay, everyone. How are you going to make this banana funny? Go.
I did that earlier. Ethan, show him what I did with the banana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On this banana here, it says horny plop bucket.
Isn't that fun?
That is
Phil?
funny. That is quite funny. That.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
See, that's degree standard comedy. That.
Yeah.
Well, me and my friend Will once laughed. I think we've been in the Cargo and Tower tube. We were so tired by the end of all the traffic, like after 8 hours, and I just went, "Hey, look at this," and I had the banana there. And we laughed for about an hour. But it was sad because we had someone in the back who didn't know us very well, and they were just confused. It was pathetic to me. Because for us, it was the funniest thing ever. But they're like, I don't understand what this is.
Did you put it through your zip?
No, just put it near it.
Oh, right. It's a bit lazy.
Yeah, it was really
Really
lazy. And I looked tired.
That's probably a 2-2 standard in our course.
Yeah, I think I just thrown a fag out the window. Yeah, we've seen that. And I put the bag on, obviously. You remember all this, the banana bit.
The banana bit's good.
But that illness, that charity is a real thing.
First year, we're being told about these opportunities all the time, and this was a big one.
A media city
Media
nonetheless.
Oh, hello.
And it was around Halloween time. And so we were going to be at a tram stop.
I was on the tram.
We know.
Oh, you know, right.
So we've told this story
I was
so many
laughing
times.
about this the other day.
One of the bleakest nights of our lives. And we've told this story so many times. And it'd be great to get your perspective as someone who was on the tram going, what the f*** are they doing out there?
Literally talking
So we'd been tasked with being. I don't think you turned up on the actual night, did you?
No, I did go to the actual night.
Oh, did you? So you didn't go to rehearsals? Yeah, I didn't have to. Yeah. But various tram stops in and around the Media City area, because I believe the tram was some sort of loop from Media City.
Yeah.
And we were all dressed up in.
Well, we're meant to be like Halloween.
Yeah, just ghouls and zombies and stuff.
Michael Jackson's Thriller vibe.
Doing Thriller dances and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was on the platforms. I think, there was room for improvisation. I know Max, he obviously can't be here. He did get on the tram.
It's a shame. I prefer him to write.
Yeah, no, we all do.
A lot of
actually.
people
We've
do.
made
A
a
lot
big
of people
mistake.
say
that, yeah.
But he danced his way onto the tram doing Thriller, which was obviously hugely embarrassing.
Yeah.
And the door shut behind. Yeah, and the tram went off. But I don't think this was your tram. There were other
wrong tram.
There were some regular service trams as well. But anyway, your tram was the comedy tram.
Oh, that's so funny.
So who was on your tram that you were performing to? Because we were told it's like the
lad.
BBC commissioners.
This lad doing the Thriller dance, it was horrible. Because it was from that charity I was telling you about. And they can't do that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I was laughing about this because I felt so sorry for everyone because they'd gone. I'd been told about this terrible idea because I was working. I think it was it? It wasn't 2013, was it?
Maybe 2014.
I think it was after I'd done the kids show in Edinburgh, Funs and Games.
Yeah.
And that had done well, and they were trying to make it for telly. And so I was working with this producer. And it was something linked to Media City, and they said, we've got this idea, we're going to do a comedy on a tram. And I was like, right, okay, so you've got to walk me down the tram. And they were like, yeah, but I thought it's good to do it, to show willing. Yeah. Because you've got to be good to work with. Oh, God, I remember Barbara Nice was on, who's brilliant. So she can do stuff like, Barbara could play anywhere because it's just going up and she's just really likeable. They went, right, Phil, you do some set. I was like, what? We're going to talk about banging my dead nana. You're gonna like that.
Tram goes past, just a bloke with a bag on his head.
Yeah. The bag the bag flies out the door as your mate comes on. The bag! Stop, Wolf. Can't do anything with him.
This is going to be huge for your career.
He looks nothing like a table. But I remember it. So they went, and what's going to happen? They're going to be all the students doing comedy at Salford are going to be on the platform. And I was like, right, okay. And I think most of the time we just went past and you couldn't see it. It wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
So I always remember I went, oh, was that it? Because it was just people at the platform. But you couldn't see because it was going just too fast that you could. And there was only that side could see it anyway.
And it was dark.
And it was dark. And there was people going... So basically, I went, they've been stood there for like an hour, and it was really freezing. It was like winter.
Yeah.
So you were all, and I was laughing about it, going, I always remember the build up going, wait, and there's some little surprises happening, and it just went past these young people yourselves all go freezing, going, trying your best to do something whilst the tram went back. It was so weird.
Well, I think because we were at various tram stops, and obviously you had your tram the route was planned out. It was going to take X amount of time. Yeah. So we did our various tram stops, and then we all had to get back to Harbour City. That was the big reveal. Yeah. So the big reveal was all of these dispersed students would, converge on one tram stop at the end of the gig. You probably missed that.
Because there was but there's no reason for it.
No reason at all.
There was a theme to the thing going, and at the end they're all going to go, tickets, please. It didn't nothing linked to what was going on. So it was just like everyone's
we didn't think of that, did we?
That would have made more sense than zombies.
Oh, those people we hardly saw. Is this them? And they were like, yeah. But I don't know what they were doing. Like, why were they? What were they so different? I know it's such a shame.
It was bizarre because we were meant to do 3 weeks of like 2 hour, maybe 3 hour like rehearsals of this dancing.
Oh, it was awful.
And after half an hour, I went to Ryan. I said, Ryan, this is ridiculous. And he went, "You're so negative about everything." Well, later on that night,
team leader lock.
Yeah. And I'm stood at a tram stop and I've got my coat and sunglasses, and a couple of kids call me a paedophile. I was right, Ryan. They weren't right. I was right.
Yeah. You were.
It was a waste of time. So were you just
was that
doing
the theme? Being paedophile.
It's scary. And it was the charity as well.
But it was weird, yeah, because I've had people walk out of gigs, but I've never had people just get off. Get off a gig. Or people are on the wrong gig. Does this gig go to Eccles? No, sorry, mate, you're at the other gig. All right, sorry, yeah.
So you were just doing normal stand-up?
It was the worst idea.
I got pulled off stage by the British Transport Police.
Yeah. Sure, I swiped in. I'm sure I swiped in. The headliner. Yeah, it was so. I can't remember anything other than I was wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought go full out. I had a suit on the tram, which is weird anyway, I think.
It is weird.
And I felt like I was going to get killed, like Batman's parents. I'm like, sure, they got killed after a tram ride in a suit. Nothing good happens after a tram ride in a suit.
Well, there was a rumour going around that the tram was filled with just Harvester staff. And we were told it was like the big wigs at the BBC. And someone went, no, it's just Harvester staff.
Harvester staff. I love it if that's the go-to to fill a gig out. Fucking hell, cannot sell out the Lowry. Get the Harvester staff. Send that email out to the Harvester staff. Doing a gig, hints of gravy, smell of carvery. Yeah, I don't remember other than feeling really sorry for all because it happened at several stops, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that sort of surprised me. I was like, I think we stopped at one. which your mate got on.
Yeah.
But I don't, and I think the rest we just sort of went past. And I was like, but why have you made them all come out?
That's a good point. Good point, Phil.
Also, they kind of stopped the trams. I was holding up all the other trams, so like, you would have spent ages for you to get back. Oh, it was mad. I can't believe that was you.
I know.
Do you know
£9 a year.
You mentioned Funs and Games.
Yeah.
Which was that your award-winning show? Well, you've had a few, but was that the first award-winning show at Edinburgh?
That was my second show, which we did, and no one bothered. But I lost my agent with that one.
Really?
Yeah, because it did sound like a bad idea, to be honest. I just wait, because I did the first show, and I just pretended I'd been adopted for the show. But I did all the press serious, so I was like, it was horrible. So I did this Radio 5 live, and I sat there with this guy, and it was like, and he had an inoperable brain tumour, so they didn't know how long he had to live, and he was doing loads of charity work. And I was,
that's not real.
Yeah.
Not a real charity.
It's not real, mate. Come on. And then it went to me, and they went, well, you've had your fair share of bad news, haven't you, Phil? Like, you found out you were adopted when you were 30. I went, oh, yeah. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to play it straight. And this poor guy's like, that sounds terrible. He's like, you can see his eyes closing a bit. And I was like, oh, God. I was like, yeah, no, you think you've got it bad, mate. And I had to play it straight. But then I felt so guilty in the break. I went, I'm not really adopted. I went, I'm sorry. I've lied. And I feel really bad because you're actually dying. And he went, oh, no, it's really funny. I like that. And I went, oh, fine. And then about 10 years later, that was it, luckily. And then 10 years later, this lady, a friend of a friend, were out, and she was going, I'm sure I've heard your voice. She went, have you been on the radio? I went, yeah, I had a sitcom on Radio 4. And she went, no, it's not that. Did you do Radio 5? She went, I think you did it with my husband. He had a brain tumour. I went, yeah. I went, oh, I'm so sorry. Because this was 10 years ago. I went, I'm so sorry. She went, no, he's still alive.
Wow.
She went, everyone thinks we've made it up because he's not died, and we thought it would be like a year or so, because he said it could be a year, it could be 30, but no one thinks it's going to be 13. No. And we feel really embarrassed sometimes. Like he takes the bins out sometimes and puts it on a bit so he doesn't look as well. Because everyone's like, because they've raised money for charity, they think they're just like embezzling money. But he's genuinely got. He just weirdly, he's not died yet. He feels really bad about it.
Maybe you know, the power of what you said. It's all a lie. He took that on board.
Exactly. If only I could cure racism,
Yeah.
And bigotry.
Why'd you look at Ryan when you say that?
Because we all know it. He's hiding in plain sight.
He is, to be fair. With Funs and Games, we two of us were the stand-ins for the little rehearsals in the BBC. There was like a massive stage room.
Oh, cool, were you?
Can you guess which two out of us three?
Oh. Well, it's going to be you two. I remember there being a loony guy.
Yeah.
I was like, keep an eye on that guy. He is a lunatic. I remember we had to stand it, and it was that weird warehouse.
Yeah, it was a warehouse. No, it was right.
Oh, amazing.
It was the Nazi boy.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it you? Oh, yeah. We always like to bring a little bit of hatred.
Yeah,
that's
I remember
mad.
watching that.
Yeah, that's mad.
So we were just so grateful to get a day out of uni. And we got £10 from the BBC.
We did.
£10?
Yeah.
That's more than I got.
And he paid for the tram.
yeah.
Which you were still performing on. Just with a hat out.
No one gave me a light. I think the gig's still going. That'd be so horrible. The never-ending gig.
Just one bloke.
Yeah.
The gig never ended for him.
Did they film 6 episodes?
No, so we filmed a pilot.
Yeah.
We did the pilot, which you guys all stood in for. I forgot all about that day. That's mad. Yeah, it's funny. It was just like trying to map it out in a big warehouse. Wasn't it? And there were so many things like wrong with it, but it was like, that's a pilot, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
So I sort of trusted and believed that. I was like, yeah, we'll change that. But they were like, bits like they went, Phil, you can't go in the audience. I went, I think I can. Like, I could just walk up there. They went, we can't get it. I went, does that camera turn round? They go, yeah. I went, well, then I can't I can go there. And I had to like haggle to get in the audience. All the bits that made it fun.
Yeah.
They were just taking bits out, which, I get you can't do it straight off. But the pilot I wrote wasn't that show. Mine was like an entertainment show, which I'd like. There was one bit where, at the time, like Girls Aloud were quite big still, and someone else. And I wanted to have 2 bands, but I was like, we've got the 2 bands, right? You're going to have to play your song at the same time because we haven't got time. So it's just going to have them both playing it. I was going to go, that sounds crap. Should I buy that? So it was all that kind of thing. And then I go, and then we'd have kids on doing bits, and then I'd have that. And then we'd have like, I think we had a character called Porco the Pig.
Yeah.
His catchphrase was "It's porking time," and I was like, we have to get rid of Porco the Pig. We can't have that. It was a hand puppet, I think. We made our sausages or something like really horrible. Like that. So it was all that. But that by the time I got to script, I was like, I didn't write this. What's this? And I was like, it's such a different show. I remember we had a meeting at one point. This is how when I knew it was going wrong. Was we were sat there and they went, so at this point, Aggie from How Clean Is Your House is going to come in. Do you remember that show, How Clean Is Your House? Right. And it wasn't even on then. And I went, what? I said, who's that? And they went, I thought it said Aggie comes on. So I went, who's Aggie? I went, she went from How Clean Is Your House. I went, is that even on telly anymore? They went, no. I went, right, why? What do you mean she's on it? I went, I haven't written her in it. And they went, yeah, she's really good value for money. I went, but what do you mean? I went, it's a kids show. You made it a kids show now. I went, I hardly know who she is. I was a kid going to go, why was that Aggie from How Clean Is Your House? And they went, oh yeah. I said, what does he do? She went, well, he probably cleans up Uncle Mick's house. I went, but he's clearly at home. Like, he's not got a home, has he? He's always coming on begging for money off Phil. And they went, right, well, I don't know, we'll find something. I went, no, I don't want it. And I always remember someone went, oh, we'll have to pay Aggie off. Have to pay it? What? To pay her off? I don't know if it was Aggie. I don't know which one. It was one, but I think
Kim was big value
Kim
for money.
does, yeah.
Kim
she was doing a lot.
Doesn't sound as funny as Aggie from How Clean Is Your House.
We'll go with Aggie.
Yeah, we'll cut out.
They should have got Kim really as well if they're doing that.
But it was, yeah. So it was things like that, and then but it kind of, there was enough in it that it worked, and we got a series, but then. Loads of things went wrong with it, but it didn't end up going to series.
So was it much more enjoyable on stage?
Oh, loads, yeah. Because it didn't. I think also it wasn't particularly. I'm not good for blaming anyone. One, I'd never done TV before, so I didn't know what you were meant to do. I thought you just listened to everyone. And two, it's just a hard format to move because it only. I think, to be honest, just don't think it worked on telly. But everyone liked it so much live. Everyone was desperate to make it. And I don't know if it should have been an entertainment show, but you could have taken the essence of it and put it in a different thing. But once that had gone,
they have to really buy in for it to work.
Northerners being horrible to kids for no reason. And the kids, they were worried about that. So I had to arm wrestle a kid. He was about 6 foot. I nearly lost. So I was like going, but the joke don't work. He's really big. And it's funny when you'd arm wrestle like a 2-year-old. Yeah. You go, sit down, you loser, and then they'd cry. That's funny, isn't it? It's good. But doing it with a kid that's clear.
It's not good if I'm crying.
Yeah.
Snap wrist.
So all that. But I can't believe you were stand-ins for that. Yeah, that's really funny, but funnier than the show, I'll tell you that.
No.
But
what journey did the show take then from that? Because obviously you did it again at Edinburgh just gone, didn't you?
Yeah, so we did the pilot and then we worked on the show for a few months, but then other things got in the way, and by the time you sort of get round to it, other things have come on. And also the enthusiasm for it had gone from, I did feel it wasn't even the show anymore. We'd actually stopped it, so now I was just hosting a kids show. Oh. Yeah, so it was weird. So it was all, and then, but again, you're learning stuff. And again, I'm not blaming the producers because it's just a hard thing to make. Well, it's one of them, isn't it? It's easier to blame other people. So maybe I will. Fuck everyone else. But it is, I made lots of mistakes as well. And also, I had the arrogance of thinking, well, I'll just get offered another show now. But then you forget it's been a year, you've been working on one thing. Yeah. And now there's all these new award winners from Edinburgh. And you go, oh no. And then that's it. So they go, no, we're all right now, Phil. We've got some new ones. And we can put these ones straight on telly. And I'm like, oh, no. I just did easier stuff. Oh, fuck. But, and then we just did a couple more shows with it. And then I stopped it and I brought it back with Hugh Davies and Katie Pritchard. It was really fun. So we're doing a new version of it, which is fun because Hugh Davies has got a very different energy. And Katie's actually lovely and actually is like a kid's entertainer. Right. But I'm still... We did a gig for it the other day. It was basically in the foyer at the South Bank Centre. It was so good. We can't... They've got theatres in the South Bank Centre. They just went, let's do them in the foyer. It was like 400 kids. And I had to go up to the people running it and go, do you know what the show is? And they're like, yeah, we get the idea. It's like a kid's show. No, not really. And then Hugh had been saying stuff to her, going, have we got the stripper booked? And they'll go, what? I went, don't worry. I said, there is a stripper in it. But the joke is, it's a clown, but I've accidentally hired a male stripper. It's not a clown, but the kids don't know. The parents will get it, but the kids will just think they've seen a clown and they'll wonder why he's being shoved off because he's taken he's undone his braces and poured cream on his hand and started licking it. But they don't get that. And we kick him out. They're like, right. And then there's other bits. So I've dropped that. And then there's one joke when I come out, because I'm 44 now, and I go, hey, I've been on telly now. So I go, loads of things have changed for this guy. I've now got myself a 24-year-old girlfriend. And I go, how old are you? And the kids will say 8. And I'll go, if you're as lucky as me, mate, your girlfriend won't be born for 16 years. High five that! And they high five it. And everyone... So, but because they've not paid to see this show, they're all going, what the fuck is this kid? That's the first line. So I high five. And then the lady, we did 2 shows that day. And she was like, I think the only thing is, my boyfriend overheard someone, and I went, well, I thought, what the fuck's this as a review? My boyfriend overheard someone say they didn't like the joke about your girlfriend being 24. I went, right. They went, yeah, maybe we make it 30. I went, yeah, but then it's not funny, really, is it? I went, the joke is he's a creep. That's he thinks that's a life goal, is to have a girlfriend he's got nothing in common with who's 24 he's 20. I mean, do you not get that's the joke? You're not meant to go, I'm not.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And they went, yeah, well, just maybe 30 or maybe 32. I went, well, I'd rather just take the joke. I mean, I'm not going to be honest, I'm not going to workshop the joke with someone who runs the foyer at the South Bank Centre. I went, no offence. I said, I'll just take it out. So we ended up just doing a kids show for the second one. I was like, I don't think I want to do a kids show. So that's what we're doing. But it is fun. And to be fair, they all loved it because the parents find it a relief that it's not just a kids show.
How quickly do they clock?
I think as soon as I say I've got a girlfriend who's 20 years younger than me, and high five the kids because of it. And I do a song where I just talk about how lonely I am. And in the song, Huge talks about how he hit and accidentally killed a family of 4, and that's why he's doing the show, because he's got to do it for like community service. And then we go back into it, and he goes, "I can still hear the screams of that young family." And I go, "Oh, funs and games." So I think the parents go, "Oh yeah, this isn't right."
Yeah.
But the kids love it. They don't know what's going on.
Have you had to change the abbreviation, like the sign?
Yeah, we changed that.
So initially it wasn't meant to be anything to do with kids, or was it a bit?
It was, yeah. But that's why my agent at the time basically fired me. It's evolved in a few ways. So the initial Funs and Games show I had my friends were outside protesting it, saying that it was a show that was like really hateful, and I was going, "What do you mean?" I look, I go, "Oh no, that's a mistake." So these people, so I even put on the little hints on the flyers that Phil's just such an idiot. He's just put all the wrong stuff that comes across really wrong, and so people were just angry outside, and I'd have to. So the idea was the kids were walking out through a protest, but I think everyone just. But in the end, because everyone just took it in the spirit it was intended, we didn't need the protest. So I went, everyone gets that Phil's in it, and that's the joke. So we're all right. But yeah, so there was meant to be also, like, as you can see, so I got all Salford Uni. I went, just tell them it's a thing for uni. We'll get them to stand outside. But also, yeah, it's hard work getting people to organise that every day. Yeah. So that was meant to be another element that we did. And in fact, they all given balloons, and the dog was going to be a wolf basically, and have like a big claw and just pop every balloon as they walk out. So the kids. But in the end, I realised you could make it so the kids had fun as well.
That's nice. That's a beautiful marriage.
That's growth.
Yeah.
Phil, you mentioned other TV stuff you've done. Tom was looking through and he spotted, what was it?
Oh, there was a couple of things that I was
not a lot, is there? Though it doesn't take long.
Well, do you know what? I wanted to find. I was trying to. This is a random appearance. You've done loads of really good stuff, but it was this. What was it? Redknapp's Big Night Out. You were a hooligan.
Oh my god, it's so fun. Have you seen? Have you actually seen it?
No, I couldn't find the clip.
Oh my god.
Do you have access to the clip?
Oh no, I wish I had it. I'll send it. Yeah.
Can you send it, please?
So basically, I've done so little TV until recently. It's so mad at it, you don't do anything. And you go, you go on every week on Channel 4 for 10 weeks. It's like, oh, that's all at once. It's like, but the only bits I'd really done is I think I did roast battle because Johnny Vegas wouldn't do it unless I did it.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to just be horrible to rant. Because Johnny's a really nice person, so he didn't like the idea of just slagging people off, so he only wanted to do it with a friend.
Also, it looked like he improvised a lot of that stuff. Was that hurtful? Just going off the cuff.
Well, it was a lot of it. It was improvised. That's the problem. He's really good at improv.
You made it look easy the way he was just going through your outfit.
Yeah, there's a lot to really go at. But I think that's such a weird show because for him, it's harder for it because for me, I can go, everyone knows who Johnny Vegas is. I can make fun of all aspects of your career, like the monkey thing's funny and all that. But all he's got to go is, you look a bit stupid, you're a bit bald, and you dress like a paedophile. And I was like, yeah. I was like, what else have you got? And they're like, well, no one knows anything else about you. So it's like, just have to go back to you look like a paedophile. Yeah. So I always feel sorry for the other person who's got to do the less famous person. But yeah, so I'd only done bits, and then it was lockdown. So I'd done some on the Tez O'Clock show on Channel 4, some sketches, and one of them I had to be angry in it. You'd have liked this. I had to be racist in it. You'd have loved that. Yeah. I'll give them your number. I think they might have some work.
Have it. Bombarding them with messages.
He auditioned for that.
Yeah.
He's really found his voice since.
Failed the trial order. And then they'd see me on that, and then it was locked. I'd moved to Manchester, this one-room flat, when I was sat there having a lovely time. And I was like, yeah, the career's over, isn't it? And then, but then I got the big call. Jamie Redknapp's big night out. I was like, this is the one you've been waiting for, isn't it?
Every comedian at Edinburgh, they're discussing who's going to get it this year.
What is Jamie Redknapp known for? He's comedy. So I thought... We all know it's comedy time. No, so it was a show, and Ben, the producer Ben, had worked on Funs and Games years ago, because I had loads of producers working on it. Like the podcast, and he just came in and pushed the pal over the back. But and they'd seen me do that sketch. They went, "We've got this bit in Jamie Redknapp's show where it's basically like, how have football hooligans been behaving during lockdown? How have they got all that out of the system? And we saw you being really angry on the 10 o'clock show. Would you come and be angry on this?" I was like, yeah. I never get asked to do anything. They went, and I remember them saying, like, it's only this amount of money. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Only that? I went, yeah, I'll do that. And they went, we'll do your tram. I went, yeah, I'll walk. I'm not bothered. I've got no pride.
I'm on the tram now.
And they went, we're really sorry. Yeah. Do you anyone else? Shitloads of people. But it was that. And they went, but the actor, they were like, oh, no, it's not big. I was like, I've not been asked to do anything for about 5 years. I went, yeah. Oh, yeah. I went, yeah, I guess I'll do it. So I go down, and it's a sketch with Danny Dyer, which is fucking so. And I love Danny Dyer, because I think people have this thing about Danny Dyer where they think they assume he's a bad actor. So he's a really good actor. I think it was Pinter's favourite actor or something.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, loved him, and he is like. And it was really interesting to meet him because he's one of those people, like, they went, oh, Danny Dyer's coming in a minute. I was like, yeah, Danny Dyer. And as soon as he walked in, I went, oh my God, I think I've fallen in love with Danny Dyer. I really wish I could be his friend. I'd like to be him. No, I'd rather just be near him. And there's just something about certain people have this, this magnetism and energy. And he was just had this thing. He just walked in. I was like, and everyone just went really weird around, like, and he's so nice. So he knew everyone. He's chatting. And he said to me, he went, so I had to play a Cockney. Oh, fuck, this is awful. It's actually, I find it funnier, but it is, when I think about it properly, it's horrible. So he went, I had to play this hooligan, and he was doing like Danny Dyer. Danny Dyer's hard men of London. So the camera's zooming, and he's going, yeah, I'm here in East End of London with these bastards, right? And it cuts in, he goes, yeah, I used to fucking shank me nan. Well, was she dead? Was you having sex with her? Of course I was, yeah. And so they're doing that, but with the football hooligans. So he comes over, and I go, oh, hello, Dan, Phil. He goes, oh, nice to meet you, Phil. And he said, how are you doing? I said, I'm a bit nervous, I said, because I've got to do a Cockney accent. And he went, oh, it's all right, you're an actor, aren't you? I went, no, I'm not. I said, you'll find that out really shortly. I said, I'm a terrible actor. And he went, yeah. He said, but you're not, what do you do? I would say I'm a comedian. And he said, oh, you'll be all right, you can do that. I said, no, because my Cockney accent's just a bad impression of you. So I'm a bit nervous about that. It's just really, and he went, yeah, I'll be all right. And then, so he cut, and it's just one camera, and he goes, and he's so professional, he's dead quick. So like, he's probably like a show like that's dream, because he just knows what he's doing, so he's on it like that. And most people like me were fanny about for half an hour. So they just go, okay, you ready, Danny? He goes, right. He goes, I'm here in the East End of London with the right horrible bastard spider. And then the camera zooms across and I'm like, yeah, thing is fine. I've been here, I wanted to do all the football hooliganism. And you can see his face like going, oh, God. And his face is like, he wasn't trying to be horrible, but you can see him like going, oh, fuck, no, he's right, he's terrible. And his face like, going, and I went, yeah. And then the camera, I went, so that's all it, really? And he cut across back to him, and his face, and he just frozen looking at me. And the camera's on, he went, and he just went, I think Phil should do his real accent. Do you think Phil should do his real accent? I think he'd be more comfortable. And they went, yeah, that's a good idea, Danny. They went, are you all right with that, Phil? I went, yeah, thanks. Because I thought, fuck, was it that bad? And he went, yeah, I think you do your own accent. And he went, right, he goes, are you ready? Go. I'm here in the northwest of England with the right horrible bastard spider. And bad across, and I went, yeah, it's for real. Fucking hell, he's a bit horrible. He went by, he went, that was better, wasn't it, Phil? Right, next. And I just loved watching his face going, how can someone be this bad? And I'd forgotten that years previous I'd done like like you're saying when you do stand-in stuff.
Yeah.
So when I written a sitcom part, they went, could you just come in and do a read through? And we're all meant to be Cockneys. It was with Tom Toll, a comedian, really like nice guy, and he can act. So again, we're all there Cockney. We're all meant to have gone to school together. And after one and I had to do the full fucking read through with this shit accent. It didn't stop me after 2 lines. It was like 30 minutes of me going, yeah, I think it's red. But what about with them? We used to go to school. I was fucking up. Sound like that the woman that Oliver Reed kills in Oliver. Nancy. Nancy. Sound like Nancy and Sancho. And it was only after the thing went, maybe Phil, you're from the northwest and you moved there when you'd already got your accent. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll do that. But I'd forgotten how bad it was. It was fucking horrible. But then I go in it and I'll send you a picture. Well, you won't know Roland Rat probably a bit too young. But I've
heard of Roland Rat.
Oh yeah, really big in the 80s. Roland Rat. Yeah. You think rats are big now? Whoa. And really weird Roland Rat. He was really famous. Just a bloke with his hand
Brush sort of took his place for my era, although he was years before. But he had a big resurgence. Comeback. Yeah.
Who's that?
Basil Brush. Now it's Hacker the Dog for the kids, at the CBBC.
Oh, yeah.
They
Bring
love
back
Hacker.
Mr. Blobby. I'm obsessed with Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby's amazing.
I met Mr. Blobby.
One of the best characters ever.
Well, he we were filming a video and then he came into it and started throwing tennis balls at us.
Yeah, brilliant.
But unfortunately, he fell over the guy in the suit. and then we all thought it was a really funny bit where he's crawling off. But he was having an asthma attack. He wasn't very fit. And the suit was suffocating him. And we were all just pelting him with tennis balls. Like, this is brilliant.
Trying to basically underneath going, get my aspirin out, just through the voice box. Call help.
What's the one where he falls over at the bottom of an escalator?
I don't know.
So funny.
Nothing is not made better by Mr. Blobby.
Just his face when he appears, yeah.
Watch him on Big Fat Quiz of the Year when Jack Whitehall's terrified of it.
Yeah.
And he's
That's
actually
it. I think that might be the clip.
It's so funny because he does the splits and you just go, and even Jimmy Carr's like, and they act like, oh, it's Mr. Blobby, but you go, that's the fucking funniest thing on it.
That is good.
He outgrew
really
Edmonds.
Oh yeah, massively.
But I did tell this to Sam Lake recently, but it's my favourite story. So have you heard about when Mr. Blobby drowned?
No.
Very similar thing to your story. I don't know if this is true, so before I say it may not be true. But at the height of Mr. Blobby's fame, he was on a boat on the Thames. There was a big showbiz party to celebrate how big Noel's house party was. And again, don't try and sue me, Noel. I ain't got anything. I'm just saying what I've heard, and I'm not saying it's true. But Mr. Blobby died that night. It's not like the Paul McCartney died in a moped crash and was replaced. It's not quite that. So he's on the boat going around the old Mr. whoever played Mr. Blobby. So he's going, oh, Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. Like pulling people's hats off and wigs off. Oh, Blobby. Going around, whatever he's doing. Everyone's like, oh, fucking here comes Blobby. Because you're trying to schmooze. Yeah. Can't be anything worse than, someone comes over when you're trying to like mingle with someone for a career opportunity.
No, yeah.
Fucking Mr. Blobby comes over. Can you imagine?
On coke.
Yeah, absolutely coat. Yeah, going, yeah, so it's Phil that I heard the Funds Against pilot didn't work, but we might be. Yeah, no, that sounds really good. You go, yeah, no, that's really cool. So what was that? You've got money for a pilot? Yeah, no, it sounds like a good. Fuck off, Blobby. Fuck off. You're not really an alien. What the fuck you are? No one even knows what you're meant to be. You're a monster, you're an alien. Fuck off. So anyway, so Mr. Blobby's going around annoying everyone. Blobby. There's a lawsuit. And then he's on the end of the boat and everyone goes, oh, look at Blobby. And he's on the end of the boat going, Blobby. But then he falls off. So now he's in the sea, in the Thames. So, and...
in the suit, fucking hell.
And he's in the suit, like you say, he's having an asthma attack in the suit. He can't swim in it, so he's just drowning.
Oh my
So everyone
God.
looks over, but now they're all pissed, going, look at Blobby. He's going, suit's full of water. And no life belt will fit him.
No, that's true.
So they're chucking life belts on. These weren't made for Blobbies. They're chucking, he's like, Blobby. It's like on his head. Blobby. And so he drowns. Eventually the boat gets him, puts him on the deck, and they have to pump water out of Mr. Blobby's. They have to take the head off. He's like, doing mouth to mouth on the and apparently he was dead for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was really worried that he was dead.
Oh, no,
because
he
you
came
did
back.
kind of say it a little bit, and I thought,
Don't worry. He technically died for 5 minutes.
so he did live, but my God.
That'd be
Yeah.
horrific, but
Yeah.
that's the price you pay when you put on the Blobby suit, you know.
Well, you know what you're getting into, don't you? They say that in the Blobby trade. How did your trial go at Blobby, the Blobby trading facility?
didn't get it.
You didn't get it? I thought you did really good.
You got it, man. We should definitely talk about your current stand-up tour, Bath Mats.
Oh, yeah. Come on, no, let's talk more about this. Jamie Redknapp's big night out. I think it could come back.
You definitely could, you know.
I don't know if it's still on.
Harry Redknapp's still going. I'm sure he was involved.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah, that's a bloody good plug. That wasn't for his tour, by the way. That was for Jamie Redknapp's big night out.
Yeah.
So you tour Bath Mat.
Yeah. That was weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
How many dates have you done? with this?
Are you
You're still Blobby. You can't get out of Blobby.
one Blobby died that night, but another was born.
Really shit horror just passed it on.
It's like the Santa Claus, whoever kills Blobby.
Fucking, I'm sure Phil's possessed by Blobby. We had a birthday party the other day. I told him to look after the cake. If you're watching Blobby, let's go for a drink. I did that. Alex, the horn section did the 24-hour, just singing, how long has this been going on? Did it for 24 hours in a shop front in London, which is insane.
That is insane.
And so I went and did it for about 10 minutes. Yeah, you popped in when you could. And I missed Blobby was on after me.
That's annoying.
And I couldn't believe it because we got Mr. Blobby coming up soon. I was like, if I wasn't so tired, I'd stick around to watch what Blobby does. And I just knew, because all you had to do was come on and go, how long has this been going on? I thought, if he comes on and does what I think he's going to do, and he came through the door, and they don't know who's coming, so Alex is there, and all of a sudden Blobby bursts through, and he goes, Blobby, 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 Blob. And I was like, yeah.
It's weird that you had to leave as Blobby came in.
Yeah.
It's weird that the two of them went at the same time.
Tag. I've got it from here. Blobby.
Yeah, really tight, guys. You got polka dots on your face, man.
Imagine doing like a 20-hour surgery, and you're like, oh, don't worry, someone's going to take over. Blobby,
The on-call surgeon's on his way.
Blobby's got it from me. He's going to take this home. As soon as before even the door shuts. Flat light. But yeah, if you love Blobby content, get yourself to Bath Mat.
Are you on at Salford tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Salford Lowry tomorrow.
Yeah,
goes
I'd
out on
love
Friday.
sold out. Yeah.
I can sort your
That's good
tickets.
for you, though.
Not for tomorrow, but for another one. We're doing 4.
Because you're on later in the year, aren't you? You come back.
Yeah, so we're doing the other 2 have almost sold out. There's like the weird seats that people are holding off because obstructed view. But believe you me, if you come see me, you want an obstructed view. Sick of that show when I did. Did you ever see the show when I was dressed as a cat? It was horrible. See everything. It was disgusting. But we've just put a new Lowry one on for January. It's exciting.
Oh,
so
next year?
yeah,
Well, that makes sense. Actually,
mad.
next year,
Yeah,
Poor scheduling for us.
yeah.
Mr.
The year after, confident. So I think you'll be relevant, but not relevant now.
They give me January's going forward.
How long, Blobby?
Is there anywhere that you go into? I can't imagine this is the case where you've never been before, at least in the UK.
Well,
gig.
there is a few.
Really?
Yeah, there's a few places I've been asked to go to and I've refused.
Could you give us a hint as to their location on the map?
No, I won't give you a hint, but one of the theatres I remember going to, and they just went on for and so I did a tour in 2023 after I got nominated for the Edinburgh Award, and that sold really
It's weird you didn't
badly.
start the clap there.
Well
There you
done.
go.
Well done, everyone.
Well done.
Well done, everyone involved. Didn't win it. And I was really upset. They talk about rounds of applause. So Ahir Shah won that year. But I was last in, because it's alphabetical order from your first name. So I was the last one to be called out. And I got a really big round of applause at the point that was really exciting. And my agent went, oh, wow. And I was like, yeah, people do because after, I remember when we did Funs and Games, we won the award then. And everyone was really excited for us. It was like, yeah, they did it. So they went, and I think people were like, oh, that's nice. Phil's been around so long. He's been nominated. Oh, bless. So they're all going, yay. And then before I could really enjoy it, he just got cut off with the winner. So I instantly lost. So I went from going, yay, people. Oh, I've lost. But I did the tour of some venue. I remember turning up. But what's really nice this year, so I turned to Norwich Playhouse, and Tom, the tech, we were setting up, and I went, you were here when I did the tour in 23. He went, yeah. He said, I wasn't sure if you remember. I went, yeah, no, I remember. He went, and we had a really fun night. And the show was great, but there was only 12 people. So I turned up to the Norwich Playhouse, which is 300, and they'd gone, we've moved you to another venue. I went, oh, okay. And then we got to that one. They went, this one's too big as well. We're moving you to another one. So it's like the Russian dolls of gigs. And I went, best you end up in a
We're
room.
in the foyer.
Yeah, staff room. Yeah, Keith's on his break. He's not a laugher. Just let you know. Get along. But we moved it to it's only like 12. So we're doing 2 nights sold out there, which is great. So it's nice to go back now and do those venues. So some of the venues, it's amazing to go back and have the big rooms and be selling them out. But there was one I turned up to, I remember they went, you sold really badly. I went, yeah, no, all right, mate. Yeah, so I've driven for 5 hours to get here. I'm going to dress as a cat in a minute whilst the band plays. And I talk about depression and stuff, and then just go into ABBA hits. Just like, yeah, so I've got to keep my energy to a certain amount of optimism. Yeah. So they go, yeah, it's really badly. Like, they kept naming comedians who had sold out, going, they sold out 3 times here. And I went, yeah, no. I'd say, well, that's because they're quite famous, aren't they? I went, well, I'll go in there. Can I have some water? They went, yeah, it's £1.50. I went, well, I'll just use the tap. I was like, fuck it. And then they had this big screen, I always remember. And they went, and they were charging me £800 to use the big screen. Oh. So I went, right, well, I've got my own projector and screen I can just put up. And they went, well, you can use ours if you want. I went, well, because it was all out, one of those ones you drag out. And they went, I said, well, should I just use it now it's there? Are you going to charge me? They went, oh, yeah, we'll charge you. I went, I'll just put mine in front of it. So I'd put my little screen in front of a big screen. And they went, well, get rid of it. I went, no, leave it out. I said, because I want to show everyone what a bunch of absolute pieces of shit you are. So I put my little screen in front of this other one. And people in the show, just because it was just like having a chat, there was only 12 in this room for like 300. And they went, why is there a big screen there? Why aren't you using that one? I went, I'll tell you why. I went, how much was that big screen? Just showing to the tech, 800. I went, oh, what a bunch of fucking... It just became like bunch of shit, I fucking... So I had my little screen in front of it.
It's a real shame, Max, isn't it?
Yeah. So I won't go back to that really.
What do you do when... so say like a gig's going badly. It might be, what's it called, a corporate one.
Possibly, no.
That's true.
I don't
when
know.
you witness other comedians having a bad gig, you strike me as the type of person who wouldn't sort of freeze up in that. You'd probably play with the gig to see how much fun you could have.
Yeah.
What's
Good. Look, when I started, I love Andy Kaufman, like obsessed with Andy Kaufman. And so much so, I always panic. I've said, is it Kaufman? Kaufman. I always say Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman.
Kaufman.
Well, I always said Kaufman. There have been loads of people say Kaufman. And then I say Charlie Kaufman. But Andy Kaufman.
I don't know.
Anyway, I like him.
He's very good.
But yeah. And It was brilliant. So, like, that first show I did. So, Fun and Games was kind of an extension of that kind of anti-comedy in a way. So, the first show was me pretending to be adopted, and the show was going wrong all the time. Like, the fire alarm went off, but it was done straight. Everything was straight. So, it wasn't like I was going, I was just like going, fucking fat. And I'm there going, so where's your mum? My mum's dead. And then the fire alarm would kick off. But we'd already had a few walkouts where people had paid to walk out. So the fire alarm would go off, we'd go outside, and then the staff had come in, the actual staff had got to play, and they were really good, like they'd come in and go, so we're going to have to evacuate. So I remember once this poor guy couldn't walk very well, we had to go all the way out into the beer garden. And then my tech would be like, we're going to have to carry on because we're running out of time, so I'd carry on doing the show. And then and I remember once I was there, it was in this beer garden, everyone sat there, it's in the day, and I went, so where, and we have to carry on. I went, right, so where's your mum? Dead. So I'm standing on a wall saying my mum's dead. And then I saw this family were all looking with the kids. They're going, oh, I went, oh, sorry. I said, have you guys paid for a ticket for the show? And they go, no. I said, well, do you want to fuck off then? I get people to stand in front of them so they can see. The kids are having such a... Oh, fuck off, bunch of cheap pricks. Oh, she's dead, right? And then at the end... And we'd have a bear. I'd pay for someone to fly for this thing called the Bear Show, which didn't exist. But I'd have flyers made up for, and it had 3-star review on it, which I loved. And it was like almost the best hour of bear-themed hip-hop comedy I've seen this year. And so they'd be flyering for about an hour before my show started. So everyone thought the Bear Show was like happening. So every time everyone's like, what the fuck's the Bear Show? It's just someone in a really shit onesie I got from Primark and this bear mask, like going, Bear Show. And so at the end of the show, I showed a video of my dad meeting my real dad, who had been in prison when I was born. That's why I was given up for adoption after my mum died. Oh, this didn't happen, by the way. But it's all done straight. And then I'm showing this video, and it's just me outside a coffee shop. It's on for about 4 minutes to silence, and I'm there. And then I go, oh, he was late, but I don't know how to edit. So I go, and then eventually he'd walk in. And then a bear would come in and go, it's the fucking Bear Show. And I'd go, and he had like a vest that said, I found it in a church shop and said, all the sexy girls come up to me. We'd have a bet. And it was Will Duggan playing this bear. And then I'd go, what's going on? And they go, this is the Bear Show's on now. And people were like, oh yeah, I've seen the Bear Show. Yeah, that's a thing. But then I'd haggle with him because I'd go, well, I've never seen you before. And then the tech would go, we were normally underrun, but we've had the fire alarm and everything. I go, oh, fuck yeah. And 10 minutes of the show was me trying to put a pop-up tent down because it would pop up and I couldn't get it down for 10 minutes. So it's all that. And then the bear would just sit there waiting for a ring to finish. And he'd be like, I'd be there going, so he's telling me you can't hear, and the music's still playing for the Bear Show intro. So I go, he's telling me he loves me. And then the bear would just be going, you get your in times before you even come up in August. You get your in times, you get your out times. There's a 20-minute rollover. He's had plenty of time. This is the third week. And then the bear would get fed up and just do his rap. But it would go on for 8, and then I'd storm off. And then after 5 minutes, I'd just leave the Bear Show happening. And then people would be sat there going, oh, is it the Bear Show then? Is this the show now? And then the ushers would go, look, if you've not got a valid ticket for the Bear Show, you have to leave. You've only been... So they'd leave, and there'd be a bear exit flyer in saying, hey, stick around for the Bear Show. And then I'd get really angry and have a fight with the bear because I'd be like, stop it, and we'd have a proper fight. But I had this guy who just didn't have like an off switch, and who was a friend of someone I knew. And he used to proper throw me around. Like, he emptied a bin once and just put it on my head and then just kicked me around the beer garden. I was like running around, then he ripped my jacket in half. And then that would be the end of the show. So when I did the kids show, that was meant to be the same. Like, people then go, why is he doing a kids show? So I remember Bo Burnham came to that first show.
Really?
Yeah, because he chatted to me after. He was going, how do you keep a straight face? But I didn't know. But Bo Burnham wasn't as big as he is now. But it's amazing that he came to the show, which was really sweet of him. He was still big, but even then, like, so that was amazing.
He was actually there for the Bear Show.
Yeah, he was there for the Bear Show. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the 55 minutes before. I liked the last 5, but that was sweet. So when I did the Fun and Games, the people went, oh, I saw that guy. Why is he doing a kid? So then they had a hint that the kids show would be different, but people hadn't seen me would just think it's a kids show. So that's where we get the kids in. So back then, I was saying to my agent, because I was known for being this anti-comic. Yeah. But I've always liked comedy. I always liked making people laugh. So I think I finally found a balance now, I like to think, where I've still got enough that I do things that surprise people in the shows, but I'm making them laugh as well. Yeah. So because I found that I was going too far one way many years ago, and so I sort of found the balance now. But with the gigs back in the day, I remember going, I want to do more corporate gigs because you get paid loads for them. And they went, all right. So I did one gig in the afternoon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And it was the worst thing that's ever happened. Like, it was, they still talk about it now, apparently, because it's like a yearly gig, charity gig, and Phil Walker runs it. And he asked me, he said, it's an afternoon gig. And I don't care if he's listening to this, Phil, because he listens to some. It was an afternoon gig, it was a corporate. And it was Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it was entrepreneurs of Blackpool, young entrepreneurs of Blackpool.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And they'd been drinking since 11. I got on at 3. And they were just getting, like, drinking champagne and going on the Big Dipper. And I had to follow 3 of the most very, like, and really good acts, but very mainstream acts.
Yeah.
And they were struggling because they were such a horrible crowd.
Oh, no.
Like, going, like, just weren't listening. And they were they're really digging in, these acts. And they were like, and then they were doing well. Like, Phil was working his arse off today, and he does it every year. And then they bring me out, and I'd been sat on the top table at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So I was with like the owner of the Pleasure Beach, and I went. My nanny used to work on the rest of the song. Gotta miss a touch. She's working on the monorail, and that's what we used to call it anyway. She called it work. And I went, but she went, oh, it's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to see what you do. I went, thank you. And then 10 minutes later, I'm getting booed by the whole room. And I was just going, fuck you. Because I went out and I just went, oh, hello, everyone. And this guy just went, he was leaning on the stage. I went, check out this cheeky character. And he went, fuck off. And I went, all right, fair enough. And I went to him, I went, oh, someone else there. You look like a lot of fun. And he went, fuck off. I went, okay. So they're going, oh, I'm really lonely. And then no one was listening. So then I went, look, guys, I'm not like the other guys. I'll lose my temper. I went, they're professional. I went, I'll take silence or pity laughs. And they were like, oh, all right. And then they gave me like another minute, and then they were just talking again and booing, heckling really badly. And I was going, oh, God, I can't. Like, I just haven't got the... It's like when people say like doing warm-up for TV shows is so difficult because you've got to have that really positive, hey, guys, it's like being a primary school teacher. Come on, let's do this. Whereas they're like, fuck you. It's the opposite energy. Like, I can't do improv things. Like, they do the Crystal Maze. How hard is that? That must be to go around with a stag do with absolute bell ends. Come on, guys, we've got to get out of the escape room. Fuck off, wizard. Yeah. Oh, come on, you, Steve. Yeah. Never got to keep a marriage like that. Fucking. That's what. If we don't get out, we just lock him up and kill him. Oh, come on. Yeah. So I haven't got that. So they're all booing, and I just went. I said, look, the next person who boos me, I'm going to get off this stage. I'm going to pick up 2 chairs and I'll just start swinging them and see how many heads I can take off, right? Which I thought was funny. No, it didn't go over. So then they booed again. So I jumped off the stage and got 2 chairs. And I thought this will be funny. So I started walking around like Ripley and Aliens, thinking that was quite... I was like, wait, was it you? Did you boo me? Wait, do you? All to silence. And I was like, oh no. So then I put the chairs down and I sat on them next to the guy who told me to fuck off, and I went, do you think we could have been friends in a different time, a different place? And he went, no, fuck off. And I went, and I remember a really weird thing I said, because I remember I had really nice socks. And he went, just because your socks cost 15 quid don't mean you're better than me, knobhead. And I went, what does that mean, Phil? And then this older guy went, at least he's funny. He had this bright blue suit on. I went, at least he's funny. Look at you, Febreze 1980s purchase. You can fuck off as well. And then everyone just went, boo, fuck. I went, fuck off. So it ended up with me on the stage going, fuck you. I went, entrepreneurs of Blackpool, you fucking charge people to sit on a donkey. That's your idea of entrepreneurship. Fuck you. Fuck, your town's dead. Your town. And it was going, I was like, 2 minutes. And then Phil Walker was being hit with a towel by the owner going, get him off. And he was going, no, I like this. And I came off, and I remember, because I came off and I went, is there another way out there? We're going to take you through the kitchen. So they took me out, and I'd got this little rental car, and I got in it. And then I got a phone call from Darryl Martin at Just the Tonic venues. And I'd been trying to do Funs and Games, but no one would book it. And he went, I've heard about this, I've read your email about this kids show. It sounds awful. I'll put you on. I'll give you a discounted thing because no one else will take it. And no one else wants that time slot. So you can just we'll work something out. It sounds terrible. I'm in. I went, great. So it was quite a good day for that.
Wow.
But I remember getting a message from my agency the next day going, so you want more corporates? I was like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I can't. Now I can do corporates.
They just sound like a horrible crowd. Anyway,
Yeah, booing and telling you to fuck off from minute one.
Yeah.
What are they actually getting
that's
at?
the lying.
One was a Nolan sister.
Really?
Well, no, I know a Nolan sister was. I'm sorry, Nolan sister. I don't know if you were swearing, but I remember seeing you at a table going, "Oh, Nolan sister." And I was going, "What if she's telling me to phone? What if she's booing with everyone else?"
She might have been laughing when they were booing. She might not have been joining in herself, but just she's probably performed to tough crowds.
Yeah, but isn't that like, isn't it like evil happens when good people do nothing?
It's bloody spot on,
Yeah.
It's not a Nolan sister song.
Yeah.
No.
Right,
What
yeah.
you'd been like in 1938 in Germany?
Very true. That'll be the title of this podcast, I think.
We all know what you'd have been like.
You've not denied it much, Ryan, I'll be honest.
No.
Okay. True to form.
It's quite dark.
Not for me, then.
I was going to say,
Think, Ryan, think.
I would much rather the audience told me to fuck off and boo me than
sorry.
just the silence.
Yeah.
Because I remember at uni doing a lot of silent gigs.
Phil, we have a cracking segment on this podcast called Stephen Lies, which is where we do a truth and two lies.
Yes.
Would it be possible for you to give us your sort of three blanket statements?
Yes, I wrote some down.
Wow, that's professional. We've never had.
I've saved the best.
And our
for what I
detective
lied to you.
Ryan here.
That makes sense.
I thought I didn't know.
Don't burn the good stuff.
No,
here.
I know you guys are popular. You're very.
No, I don't think. I think we have a big crossover with the What I Lie to You audience because they have millions.
Yeah.
We have handfuls.
Stop underselling yourself.
Thanks,
Stop
Phil.
it now, Stephen.
Cheers, Phil.
So I'll just do 3 statements.
And then we'll.
So what have we
dig
got
into
here? Have we got 2 lies and a truth?
Yeah.
Or
Whatever Phil
2
has.
truths and a lie?
What have you got?
I won't
Phil?
lie. I will in a minute. But
Hey, he gets it.
I've done 2 truths and a lie.
That works.
2 truths
That's great.
and a lie. Right, okay.
Okay.
Generous of you.
I chopped when I was 8. I chopped one of my toes off with a spade. That's one. When I was a teenager, I went through a car windscreen in a library car park near Preston after photocopying the sleeve notes to Mariah Carey's latest album.
Sorry, can just
Sorry.
repeat that one again, please? Yeah.
I'd added some bits onto it. So it might not be word for word. When I was a teenager, I went through a car windscreen, a library car park near Preston, after I had photocopied the sleeve notes to Mariah Carey's latest album.
Right.
I accidentally once tripped up my friend's nan, who had to then go to hospital with a suspected broken hip. But because she didn't notice it was me, I blamed it. I said that she tripped over the cat herself.
Okay.
So the cat she took the fall, the cat.
The cat took the blame, yeah. Was the cat killed?
The cat wasn't killed.
That's good.
But I had to dent it to make it look believable. I think that's how cats work. Scuff it.
Yeah.
To scuff it up a bit.
Rough it up. Yeah.
We're doing that cat. I'm scuffing it up. Get it scuffed.
Side
Get
by
that
side
fucking
hospital
cat
bed.
scuffed up.
I think Detective
Sorry.
Ryan, he normally takes the lead on these things.
Well, we'll focus on the cat one for now.
What colour was it?
Oh, here we are.
I was actually going to ask what else.
Can I have an armband?
We'll focus on the one I remember.
Oh, maybe took my question. When was this?
Oh, yeah, I'd not put an age on that.
Oh, he cuts right to it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'll be around the same time as the car.
Teenage
I was teenage.
years.
It was college. It was the college years.
Oh, yeah. Like Kanye.
Remember that spin-off? Phil Ellis spin-off, the college years. Fun and Games pilot died, but 6 seasons of Phil Ellis, the college years.
I'm resitting again.
Yeah. Can't believe I failed again. What do you mean it's creepy now?
I'm getting older.
Yeah. Phil insists on a new cast. He doesn't want any other regulars, just him from the original, and all new, fresh faces. And he said fresh faces.
College years.
It's horrible.
It's not really a comedy, is it?
And no, Phil, we're not doing a prequel to the college years. Stop asking.
Go on, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, the college years.
And
Sorry, I'm thinking of the prequel to the college years. Just these clumsy
does it start?
flashbacks. It's just you and a new cast. Sorry, Ray, go on. You were
Did
saying.
Nan never find out? Like, does she know now? Not that that's really relevant to the story. I'm just kind of curious.
No, that Nan did pass away.
Right.
From the trip.
No, not from the trip. No, many
Question,
years
Ryan.
later. Plenty more games of bingo in there. There were plenty more games of bingo.
From an unrelated trip.
Yeah, from a
So I'll take the first one, which was
One
the
moment. Don't mind if I
spade.
enjoy my
absolutely,
cup of
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Have a nice sip of that.
Nice mug of water. Tap.
Yeah,
Of course it's tap.
There doesn't have to be a tap option here.
There is a
there's a
there
water
is a
fountain
dispenser.
thing. Yeah. But you use the tap.
I just
Oh, you
went
just went for tap?
Yeah.
I did run it for a bit,
It'll be
though.
out on a business park. Can't see it being a rush job, this building. I'm sure they've got good pipes.
Is it a clean mug?
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'll
a
be
bit of
the best.
lipstick. Thank you.
So the spade, when you were 8, what were you digging? What were you looking for?
I was making a grave for a caterpillar.
You sort of looked at me like, what are you on about?
What else was I doing? Yeah, I was
Digging for the truth.
I completely forgot what we were doing.
What's
This is
it
a
about
weird line,
spade
isn't
for?
Can I tell you about my bath mat tour? Tickets on sale now. It's going, you're not going. If you like spades, you gotta love. Oh, this is bath mat. I was making a grave. So I found a caterpillar. It was a really cool one, like a yellow and black one.
Oh, I
That's
used to
cool.
collect them.
Yeah, good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever make them into like bracelets? Like
No,
put
I made a
pin
little
through
house
their
for them though. I've told
I didn't. Sorry, you made a house for
I
them.
did out of a margarine tub, and I've told this story before because one day I came back and the margarine tub was empty. All the caterpillars were gone, and I'm pretty sure I saw a scorpion running away. This was in
You think they
Cheadle.
all got together like a transformer kind of?
No, I didn't even consider.
Yeah, they'd all got
Bloody good point.
like the bigger transformers. I know transformers just I'm not saying they all get
Hey,
together.
you know, Transformers.
But yeah, the yellow and black ones, they were cool, man.
Yeah, they were good caterpillars. I hated it when they became the butterflies. Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Boring.
absolutely.
Boring.
Harder to
to
bury
tame.
as well, yeah.
But I did. But I put in a margarine tub as well. But what happened was, it had rained overnight, then frozen. So I came out and there was a frozen solid caterpillar.
Wow.
So I thought, we're going to have to bury this guy. So I buried him. Oh no, I was digging him up.
Defrosted him first.
Yeah, defrosted. Well, no, I buried him in the dirt where he belonged. And my friend came around and went, "Where's that caterpillar?" I went, "I buried him. He died, froze to death." And he went, "Well, can I have a look at his corpse?" I was like, "Yeah."
Are you still friends with this person now?
No, but I saw them commenting on another post on Instagram recently. So
About
if you're
you?
watching, about the caterpillar.
All right.
And as I dug down, I lifted up the thing, and the caterpillar was alive. It had warmed up.
Oh,
Because I suppose they go into
Yeah, it was frozen.
a catatonic state. Don't they?
So
Yeah.
at what point did you toke him off?
Oh yeah. And in shock, my toe went.
I'll be your caterpillar now.
Going, Phil's never answers a single. I'm like a politician. Tell you about everything else. You go, yeah, what day is it? Oh yeah, Wednesday. My toe just fell off in sheer. Funny, wouldn't it? Like a really smooth end to it, no blood. They won't even go back together. I don't know how they go it together. So then later on, we all had a great time with the caterpillar, and I set it free.
So what happened with the caterpillar?
So
You're having a great
we
time.
all had a great time with the caterpillar. I had a few more friends came round,
The log flew.
flicking through the old pictures.
You should probably get your toe back on your foot, Phil.
Remember when you were
this is
grub?
good, mate. Played some trips with the caterpillar.
Buried with it. And then I went, well, I better go and fill in that hole. So I went to the hole, and the spade was there. And I thought, oh, I wonder how far I could dig. So I hit rock. So I thought, well, what do you do when you hit rock? You don't stop. You hit harder. Yeah, that's what Rocky said, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
So I went, ugh! and went through my toe, chopped my toe off.
Wow.
Big toe.
Little toe? Big toe?
Big toe
Oh,
on the left foot, yeah.
Wow.
And
Were you left
the
footed?
hardest one to hide.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't look at me. Don't hurt me.
Big toe on the left foot, did you say?
Yeah.
Awful stuff. Did you get it reattached?
Yes.
That's good. That is good.
If that makes you happy, because God forbid I don't have a toe. Sorry,
The right
mate.
way round.
So I can't be in the gang. Such a toeless piece of shit. Sorry.
What's the middle one of the car?
The middle one is the car. You went through a windshield.
Through the windshield, yeah.
Yeah, so the car was moving when you went through?
But from parked.
From parked. So was it like a jerk or...
So my friend
Left in
wondered
gear?
if he could drive using his hands on the pedals instead of his feet.
Right.
So I couldn't drive at the time, so I said yes. But I didn't know how to drive. So I just went, probably. I went, if your feet are just rubbish hands, aren't they? I have more control over my hands than I do my feet.
Why would you not be able to?
So of course, and it wasn't an automatic car either. It was he had to get the biting point. So he said, so we'd just gone to the library to photograph the sleeve notes from Mariah Carey's latest album.
Is that the lyrics or just pictures of her?
We don't need to. That's not cheap in the day out. Mariah Carey is known for being the world's greatest lyricist.
Yes.
So I was a teenage boy. Of course, I wanted to go and look at some lyrics.
Down the library.
Have you finished with them lyrics? It's my turn with the lyrics.
Just had two blokes in a caterpillar.
Simon's had the lyrics for 2 weeks. Isn't it my turn? What's this under your pillow? Your dad found it. Lyrics. Well, have I told you about looking at lyrics? It's unhealthy. I'm sorry.
Just make noises that sound vaguely like the words.
This one doesn't even rhyme. It's unnatural.
So
5 committee, get up, can they? Not on my watch. Put these lyrics down. So we were looking at a photograph of the lyrics. It'd been a success. The photocopier, we didn't even pay for the photocopiers.
Do you reckon this was brutal karma for that?
Yeah, well, it could have been. Yeah. Could have been.
Everything I say, you seem surprised by. He's going along with this. Fucking idiot, didn't happen.
well, the library staff noticed we had to make a quick getaway.
God, it's almost like he's trying to make this bit work. He's trying to weave it into some sort of coherent, usable bit of footage. So we jump in the car. So you got to get out of there quick, haven't you? So my friend said, "What if I could drive using my hands for the pedals?" And I went, "Probably. I don't really know." And he'd had a brand new car,
Yeah.
a Hyundai, and every time he got in it, he kept going, "Oh, it's got that new car smell. Isn't that nice?" So I was like, "Yeah, whatever." I've never even been in a car, mate. You know what I mean? Working class, mate. Been on one, you know what I mean? Been on a car, of course, been on a roof rack of comedy for many years. Anyway, whatever we're talking about. So I went, yeah, probably, I don't know. So he got out the car. That was all right there, wasn't it? And he leant in, he knelt down on the car park floor, tarmac, put his hands on the pedals, and he went, "Oh, I think I've got the biting point." He said, "Put that in first gear." And I went, "Yeah." So he went, "Oh, that's it." He goes, "Yeah, they've got the biting point." He goes, "Take the handbrake off." I went, "Yeah, all right then." So I'm just sat in the passenger seat. So I took the handbrake off. The car then shot forward. He managed to jump in, which I thought was quite agile of him.
Yeah,
so he jumped in and went, "Ugh!" But it was too late. We went straight into a tree. So from parked, we went straight into a tree. I wrote the car off. It wrapped round the tree. I went through the windscreen. I smashed the windscreen with my head, fell back in the seat, and then the airbag went. And I went, like an afterthought. I went, "Oh yeah, shit, sorry." didn't expect that to work. I didn't think you could drive your hands. And then loads of dust went. So we thought the car was now on fire, and my friend just ran away.
Grab the lyrics.
Yeah, grab the lyrics. Don't worry about me. Take the lyrics. Phil, no. Lyrics live forever. Mambo number 5. I can't think of any of her songs. The Christmas one.
I guess we have to work it.
And then my friend, I've not quite finished. Sorry for
holding the lyrics.
Please.
sorry for wanting to finish, man.
Sorry,
Don't mind if I
Phil.
finish a sentence.
Not at all.
Get a word in edgeways on your podcast. You know. So the bear show starts. I come out. What are you asking about? A caterpillar? Okay. Remember we thought Phil had it made us already sad. I was so much he'd aged and didn't know what he was doing anymore. Just kept talking shit, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we all like that gig, Phil." That one you went, you shat yourself. That was great. That one.
So,
no, that was the end of the story, actually. No.
So we got.
Sorry.
Out of the three, I really like the car one. I believe it to be true.
Right.
Oh, my friend's mum went past, but he hadn't rung her to tell her that there'd been a car accident. She worked round the corner. She just happened to be going home and saw her son's tree smoking wrapped round a tree with no one in it, and assumed he'd died. That was funny. And we came out the pub. We don't have cokes. We don't mind if I did. I could have been off my face. Wasn't driving. I was underage drinking. Anyway, and he went back to the car and she was just crying because she thought she'd lost her son, and he tried to laugh it off. Because then he put his head in the car and he went, "Oh, it's lost that new car smell," which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah.
Where did this take place?
Preston. Leyland.
I'm just thinking because obviously she's driven past. I'm thinking this is a small place, you know.
Oh, it's small
place.
Small city, Preston.
Yeah.
Local car park. A couple of lads wanking over lyrics.
Yeah.
Hey!
One lad wanking over lyrics. One lad on lookout.
One watching. Turning the page for him. Someone did the clarinet and someone stood next to him. At school.
Not yet.
Yeah.
What are you boys doing? Quick out the window.
Of course, you can get lyric videos online now.
Yeah. What are you doing going up them stairs with that lyrics, with that music stand? How dare you?
I say we keep that one.
I think the
true.
caterpillar one is true.
I think so as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was a young man once, you know, with a margarine tub.
We bonded over that.
Yeah.
Nice, wasn't it?
So what we saying is not true. The cat.
Yeah. The cat wasn't very richly drawn. Not the cat.
No, you only asked one question.
Well, that was Ryan's. That was Ryan. Ryan, do you want to?
Yeah.
Have you got anything else you want to ask him?
Ryan, do you believe the cat?
Do I believe the cat?
Do you want to know the maker of the cat?
Always believe cats.
Yeah.
Ask one defined question to nail this story.
Okay. Right. Your.
Oh. I never said it was mine.
He's going to come round to you, don't you?
Don't.
You're lying, aren't you? Is his question.
Yeah. It's this bullshit.
What were you wearing at the time?
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm so sorry about Ryan.
I say we lock and cat.
Yeah, I think. Should we lock in cat?
We're gonna lock
It's
in
the
cat
most normal one.
As the
out of
false.
Okay.
I just think tripping over a cat, like, I feel like you'd know. Was the cat Nana's cat?
Yeah.
You were, and so whose house were you in when it happened?
Nana's house.
You were in Nana's house with friend. Friend is
With
there.
friend.
And cat runs across and trips Nana up.
No, that's what you said happened.
Yeah.
No,
but
I said-
actually, it was
We think this is a lie.
it was
anyway.
young Phil.
Let's go with a lie.
I think this didn't happen.
No, it didn't, but I'm annoyed at the fact you don't believe me. Even though it is a lie. Genuinely, I was like going, what is their problem? Can't believe how angry it made me. I was like, are they having a go with the cat? Yeah, all right. I was young. It was a while ago. I can't remember. But no, you're right. Yeah, that was the lie.
We got you. Hey.
Well done, guys.
Hey, well done, Phil.
Well done, everyone.
Well done, Detective Ryan.
Oh, anytime.
God, he's good, isn't he?
Damn you.
It just cuts right to the heart of it.
Yeah.
If I was 10 years younger, I'd take you out for dinner.
Someone would.
Oh, quite a sad end. Don't worry, I'm wrapping up the show. It's not my place. Well, thanks for coming, guys. See you all next week on Phil Ellis's show.
Touch on Taskmaster.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mad TM heads.
We're not mentioning the only thing I've achieved.
Looking at your lineup, when you do you get told it at the start, or do you not get told anything?
Yeah, I got told. I knew Anya was the day I got offered it. I knew Anya was doing it, which I was excited about. And Maisie, which I knew, but with the Sanjeev and Reese, I don't think had been locked in yet.
Once they heard they had Ellis, they jumped on.
They went, Phil Ellis involved. Get me on that show.
Has he got his lyric sheets?
Yeah. The cat guy. I guess I'm going back to the Taskmaster house. You've never been. I'm going back to the Taskmaster. Whatever. But I found out very, very soon after it was. But to be honest, they may have told me, but I was quite in shock. And I had to go onto a tent to perform in front of 12 people in a tent that would seat 2,000.
Wow.
And they wouldn't come forward, they're at the back.
Yeah, but you've got the knowledge that you're going on Taskmaster.
Oh, yeah, I didn't give a fuck about that gig after that. I was like, fuck it, I'm going home. Got in the car.
I'll be climbing the set of Taskmaster soon.
Well, someone literally did say to me, about 10 minutes before I got the phone call, they were surprised I wasn't on it. Because I went, well, everyone wants to be on it, so you can't. I said, it's not. I think it's quite a waiting list.
Yeah.
So I was going, but aren't you with Avalon? I went, yeah, but I've been with Avalon for 7 years. I said, it's not as simple as that. My agent's trying to get me on, but you can't just. You've got to please everyone, like the channel, and everyone has to want you. And then literally 10 minutes later, I got offered it, but I couldn't go back in and go, got it, because you're not allowed to tell anyone. So I just go. I was like, oh, I really wish I could go in the tent now. I go, well, I am fucking on it. How do you feel about that? Not bad. But I didn't even tell my brother. He only found out on the day I needed to ring him up from one of the tasks. Wow. He was really confused. He's like, what? I went, I'm on Taskmaster. I was like, oh, well done, Phil. So anyway, right. I know it's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It wasn't a quality. Hey, PLC, you fuck. It wasn't quite that much of an agency.
With Rhys Shearsmith, was there any sort of nervous anticipation meeting him?
I was nervous because I'd met Steve a couple of times because Steve had come to the kids' show with his kids.
Yeah.
And then I'd done the Taskmaster with his kids. He's got his own. But he brought his kids.
These are my kids.
Yeah.
You are now.
Yeah.
I'm Steve Pemberton. Got BAFTAs.
But they'd... and I'd seen a BBC thing after it, and he said his kids had still talked about it. This was like years later. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then they were like, they really hated it. I was like, that's really nice. Thanks. No, Phil, they really fucking hated it. Oh, thanks, mate. I hate you as well. Thanks, mate. I'm hearing what I want to hear. I don't want to love for Christmas.
Still on stage.
And then I did the Taskmaster live experience, and I was trying to keep it a secret. And I'm walking with my mate, Joey Pett, and everyone was going in and going, getting a bit of practice in now, Phil. And I was like, what are they saying? I went, oh, it doesn't matter. Then someone else went, oh, seeing how good you are at the Phil. And I was like, and eventually went, oh, you in it then? I went, yeah, all right, well, it's obvious now, isn't it? And then I was on a team with Steve Pemberton doing the show, and he kept saying, and I thought I was still trying to keep it a secret. I probably could have told everyone, because all the producers, because you're just talking to people who've been on it, so like John Robbins was there. And then, like, the director's like, oh, Phil's doing this, well. But because you can talk about them. But I was still weirdly not telling. So I didn't tell Steve Pemberton I was on it. And he was going, my mate Reese is doing it soon. And I was going, oh,
is he? Who's Reese?
Yeah, who? The Pieces guy. And I was playing like a complete idiot. So then I thought when it was announced about a week later, it was going, why didn't he tell me? That's weird, isn't it? Phil just stood there not telling me, and I was telling him. So I think he looked weirder that I didn't tell him.
Couldn't give a fuck, Steve.
Yeah. Task what? Have you heard of Jamie Redknapp's big night out? Won a BAFTA, mate. Won a BAFTA. It's kind of like, I suppose it's like anything, isn't it, in comedy or whatever you do. You always have a level of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And you forget a lot of other people have it for different reasons. So I always had, like, whenever I was always like, oh, but then I thought, no, I'm meant to be here. I've done enough to prove that, this is an opportunity I've earned. It's not like I've just appeared. For people who've never seen me before, just going, who the fuck is this? I get that.
Yeah.
Like, no one knows who I am. But for me and people in comedy, they kind of go, no, Phil's put in the time.
Yeah. He's good value.
Yeah. And it's not just like they go, just fucking give it him.
It's either him or Aggie.
Yeah. She's good value for money. She passed away. Have you seen Phil's act? She looks a bit like his grandma. Keep Phil away. You know what he's like? So I was a bit nervous in a way of the show and everything, but everyone's really nice. They're just a great group of people, and I think our series just really benefited from, which I thought was going to shaft it from the start, is because everyone loved 19 so much, because it goes through phase of people loving a certain series.
Who was on 19?
So 19 was Jason and Stevie Martin, Fatia.
Oh yeah.
It was really good, like Rose and everyone, and Matt. So it was a really good group of people, and they loved it because they're all mates. So when the new one comes on, this happens every year, I think, and you have to just I was in the mindset of going, they're going to fucking be annoyed with us a bit in a way, like, who are these? But the first episode was so good, and it was such a different energy. I think quite quickly everyone went, oh, because they're all like, we love each other. Oh, God, you're so... Oh, nice one, mate. But they were all going, why don't you shut your fucking mouth? And I'm like going, I don't even know the fuck's going on here like this. And then you've got Anya winding everyone up. And then Maisie going, fuck off. Sanjeev's like, I couldn't give a fuck about this. Reese is like boiling angry. So it's just really... I think the different energy, they all went, oh, that's good. It's like, we all look like we're in like couples counselling people. So
I think that's...
And I'm just happy to be there. The world's burning around me. So I think that helped us as well. So.
I saw your series was the closest, even from like 5th to 1st. But there was a 3-way tie. Was it how competitive are you? Just how much is it? Oh, I want to be funny. I want to come across as cheeky Phil Ellis. But I also want to. I want to win. What am I Phil?
All right. Didn't used to be like this in the noughties. The scene has changed. The noughties did 1 gig a month, and no one tried to do anything else. I don't think Manchester went, wow, isn't it funny? Who'd have thought you could just do gigs like almost every night of the week? I was like, oh, we were really lazy 20 years ago. Like, you're going to run a gig, Andy? Well, just wait till next month. Try that new bit out about the caterpillar.
You should do that bit.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, yeah, fuck. It was really tight. I'm not that competitive, but then I would rather be funny. So I was just trying. But also, I don't think the audience like it if you just dick about.
Yeah.
You've got to try and do the task because I know they enjoy that aspect as well. So I thought I'll just try really hard to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll also just go for the funnier option.
Yeah.
And dick about a bit, but I won't take it for granted that I won't just come in and go get the most of this piece of string and just go like, can I go now? But I tried to do a thing at one point. It doesn't work at all in the series, but they kept it in. I used to hate. I watched loads of series to try and like prepare to see what sort of. I was like, well, what sort of person am I going to be on the show? Am I going to be one of the people that? Because some just don't give a fuck because you forget. Like some people are really famous on it, but. I think they realise when they get to how big a show it is. By the time they get to the studio, sometimes you see people go, oh, fuck, this show's massive, isn't it? So they start really trying to put the time in there, but it's like they haven't revised. But but they're like, ah. So I thought, well, don't be that guy. So then when you're in the studio, you can relax because you know you'll be funny in the tasks.
Good
but you also, So it's kind of that level of it. But then I noticed some series, some people could come into like the lab drinking a cup of tea, like they didn't give a fuck. And it was such a weird energy to come in and go, here we are again. You suppose you want me to read that, do you? Right, which was funny for like Lisa Tarbutt's brilliant and stuff like that.
She nailed that, yeah.
Oh, she's so good, Lisa. Fuck me, she's funny. So she's brilliant with that energy, but I thought, well, I can't be that guy. I came over with a cup of tea about, who's this prick? Because we don't even know who he is. Like, you've got a back catalogue.
Just what did you decide to drink?
Yeah. Put it down. We've got someone else waiting. Sorry.
Reece Shearsmith will be in soon, lad.
Yeah. I can't wait to be VHS. Come on. So I thought, at one episode I went in eating chicken soup thinking that would be funny. Like I've taken that energy to a new level that I'm just, so I went in eating soup, but it just looks really weird because they hold on it for ages. I'm going, chicken soup. Like just silence. All right. And then everyone's doing the task, but it just keeps coming back to me going, it's good chicken soup, but I'm like a fucking idiot.
You doing a run deal, Phil?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you're committed to this bit, you might as well see it through.
10 episodes of me in chicken soup.
I've tried to get Brandon.
Lost 3 stone.
I'm desperately trying. I'm sure, like, you must get like people asking you to tag them in things or do stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Except for I got a free hair transplant, which has...
That's great.
You got it free.
I thought I'd be like, it falls out after about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and then it grows. So I'm in the it's falling out phase. But I was one of those people that were thinking, I think I'll hold on to him. And he's like, no, don't worry, they do fall out. I was like, not on me, they won't. And now I'm just going, oh, please come back. Please. I've told everyone I'm going like a right knob if they don't come back. It's like having a party now. I feel like just waiting for people to turn up. It's all right. Just me and me
series
nan.
at the college years to fit.
Me and me nan. Put me under her nose. Is it Misty? She's not ready. But I'm trying to get stuff out. So I keep atting people in on Instagram, like going, at Travelodge, just for a laugh to see if Travelodge went. But nothing, I've had literally nothing.
Picture of you outside at 11 p.m. Please.
I did Max and David O'Doherty's podcast. No, I'm not saying I've been cheating on this podcast, but what you did yesterday, which is really good podcast. It's really fun. But it's quite interesting because you just say what you did yesterday. And the day before I did it, it was a perfect day because I'd followed the Moomins, right?
The what?
The Moomins.
The Moomins.
Moomins.
Are they a kids show?
Yeah, they were a kids show. They're like little hippos. They're very popular
right.
in Oxfam.
Moomins.
They're in Oxfam, a lot of Moomins.
So you followed them on social media, or you were going around?
Well, I told them this, so I don't want to spread. But I tried to. I didn't follow the movie. They're very, very hard to track. They cover the tracks well, the Moomins. Well done, Moomins. Well done. But I was telling them, and they couldn't believe it, that I tried to get a collab going with the Moomins. And they basically turned me down.
Oh,
Which is really grim.
you don't need the Moomins.
Well, I'm thinking, because after hearing that episode, how funny and pathetic it sounds. Because I was like, God, I sound so desperate. So I basically went, hey, Movies, always up for a collab?
Oh, is it?
And they went like, yeah, no, they basically replied, like going, they had to stay within the Moomin kind of like laughter and loving, energy. So they're like, good to know, Phil. Good to know. It's like, fuck off. Moomin Papa. Little picture of Moomin Papa. Little top hat on going, yeah, no. Yeah, well, cool, keep it in mind, yeah. I don't think the Moomins knew me. So since that rejection, I'm really... If anyone wants me to push any brand, and I don't care...
Joe.
As long as it's nothing to do with your stuff.
Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
got a list.
Yeah. I'll
He's
do
on a
anything.
list.
I got the hair transplant. That was the only thing I've been offered. And it was really good. Like, I was going... Oh God, I'm sorry. And it's close to me. And it's like a really top clinic.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this is great. I've got to try it. Because I was one of those people going, I'm not that bothered. And I went for a meeting, and afterwards, but he said, there's no pressure to. He said, but you do know. I said, I quite like my hairline. He goes, but you do know that will go soon. I was like, oh yeah, shit, no, he's right. I went, yeah, I want to have it, please. Thank you. So I was like, oh yeah, of course this is going every day. So it'll be interesting. Maybe if I'm allowed back on.
Yeah.
Absolutely, of course, Phil.
I'll show you my new hair.
Ryan might not be here because of...
Yeah,
he's got rallies to do, haven't you?
I have. Been in a lot of trouble.
Well, he won't be going for a new...
Sorry, that. Phil, we've done over 100 minutes, so I'll have to wrap
sorry.
up.
That's my fault that I waffled too much.
Yeah, Phil.
It's been great content, though.
Has it been good
I'd say
content?
it's the funniest
Was that
episode.
good content?
There's loads of
It
stuff
might
we
be
just
the funniest
not-
episode, and that'll really irk Max because he wasn't here.
Oh.
Okay, one question.
Oh, Matt. Sorry.
I found a Reddit thread where people were trying to work out what Jack and Phil's Power Hour was. It was a one-time comedy special from like
I've
2019.
seen this on my... Because I never had a Wikipedia.
Is that real?
I don't know what it is.
Right, okay.
But
Because
then there's
people were
another
speculating
thing.
as to what it was.
But there is a thing I've got a writing credit on, which I can't remember. But then I went, oh, yeah, I did send some ideas off for this like kid prank show.
What?
Called-
Prank Patrol? Not that
No,
one.
it was some... I can't remember what it's called now. But so I've got a writing credit on that, which is like a pilot
Wow,
for
at least they gave you
a
credit.
prank show on kids, like just going up to kids, like going there. Hey, I know you're an orphan, but we've got you some parents. And they come in and we go, nah, fuck off. You haven't got any. And they'll be like, oh.
Is that in the Power Hour?
No, but speaking of Wikipedia, this made me laugh. This was your personal life, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Ellis briefly moved back into his parents' house in Preston in his early 30s, but eventually moved back out again and rented a flat with 5 other people in Finsbury Park. In 2026, Ellis had a hair transplant.
You fill in the blank.
It's bleak. In my stand-up show, I won't ruin it for people coming. I have a bit where I show an excerpt from my Wikipedia page. It's the grimmest fucking. It reads like a blurb, I think, for a Ken Loach film. It's like Kez. It's like the back of a Blu-ray for Kez. But yeah, it's bleak, and it's a bleak.
It's where because you're not quite at the point, because I mean you do so much stuff that's not on TV, but you've been on TV enough that yours is one of them where it's just not that detailed.
Yeah. There's just what it is. A lot of it is. It's either stuff they know I've done. Yeah. And awards and stuff, or it's just from what I've said on podcasts. So, because I used to pretend I had kids for ages, just for a laugh. I did a whole show on my kids, but I wasn't allowed to see them very often. That's what I thought was really funny. I've got kids in the show, but I'm not allowed access. So I've actually ruined the made up a life, and it's bleak. But so I think people are confused sometimes as to what's real or what's not.
It's a lovely note to end on. Your bleak life.
Yes, what a lovely way to end.
Phil, people can catch you on tour with Bethmat.
www.philelliscomedy.com.
There you go. Sorry,
it?
but it sounds good.
Sounds right, doesn't it?
You should have
And
that
also,
domain.
just fucking, if that doesn't work, try the other one.
We'll have the link in the description.
It's not going to be org, is it?
No, it could be.
Come on, mate.
You're so quirky person who'd have
And you had me on LinkedIn. My email's just at Blue Yonder.
just that?
Just at Blue Yonder.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the first one on it.
Chuckles at blueyonder.com.
I think that was in the Epstein files.
And can we all just try and get along? Sorry to get political. I'm sorry to get political, guys. Can we all get along?
That camera's gone.
The fire alarms are going. Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
You have to wave at that one. Bloody hell, even the cameras have said enough.